Hey guys, what's up? It's Anais. Welcome to today's video.
If it's fine by you, I'll take the passenger seat.
Today I'm going to be talking about ways that you can be more sustainable and eco-friendly in 2020. As you've probably been aware, there have been fires in Australia because of global warming, and over the last few years we have seen a lot of tragedies because of climate change. And I think that it's really important that we all start to be more conscious of the way we live and try to reduce our environmental impact as much as possible. WWF has a website where you can calculate your carbon footprint. I think it's really interesting to see, so I'll put the link in the description if you want to try it out. Anyways, here are 30 ways that you can be more eco-friendly in 2020. First one, I think, is the most important and the one with which you can have the most impact is reducing your consumption of animal products or going vegan altogether. Animal agriculture is really bad for the environment. I saw a post on Instagram today that said that animal agriculture was responsible for more carbon emissions than all modes of transports combined, which is insane. And not only is it better for the environment, but it's better for you, it's better for the animals because you're not contributing to animal cruelty. There's a vegan calculator online where you can put how many years or how many months you've been vegan, and you can see how much water you saved, how many animals, how much grain you saved, how much CO2 emissions you prevented from being emitted. And so if you go vegan for, let's say, a week, you can save 31,229 liters of water. You save 8 animal lives, 136 kilograms of grain, 68 kilograms of CO2, and then 21 square meters of forest. That's a lot. And that's just 1 week. If you go vegan for a year, you save more than 1 million liters of water and 365 animal lives. That's insane. That's so much water you save. I understand that going vegan can seem a bit extreme for some people, but you don't have to go vegan overnight. You can just start by eating meat every other day or only having meat once a day. I did that for a while when I was in boarding school. You can start just eating meat once a day if you're eating it at all meals. And then you can start doing meatless Mondays or only eating meat twice a week or once a week, and then slowly, gradually just cutting out meat altogether. And then maybe if you want to make the switch to going completely vegan, because it's better for you anyways. It's gonna be better for your health. You're gonna live longer. You're gonna be less prone to having cancer or diabetes or any heart diseases. I could talk about this all day. So let's move on. This was only the first point. Holy shit. Second way you can be more eco-friendly is to use public transport as much as you can. So avoid driving everywhere if you can. If you live in a city, basically just use public transport. What's the point of you using a car when you can just use public transport or just walk? You can carbon offset your travels, so your flights or your train rides. I recently did this for my last flight I took, and I think I'm gonna try doing it for every flight I'm going to take in the future. I read a blog post on how to carbon offset your flights, and basically it advised you to look at the airline's website to see if they have any programs. If they do, your best bet is to do it with their program, but if they don't, there are other websites where you can do it. I'll link the blog post down below if you want to read it as well. Then you can be a conscious traveler. So if you travel a lot, try to be a conscious traveler. Just try to be mindful when you're traveling to not contribute to over-tourism and not degrading the land. There are a lot of posts on the internet about how to do that, so I'm not going to go too in-depth in it because I don't know enough and I haven't read any of them, but I will. Next is to use a guppy bag when you wash your clothes. So whenever you wash your clothes, microfibers detach themselves from the clothes and then go into the washing machine. in the water and then it gets into the rivers and then the oceans. So basically guppy bags are like big bags in which you put all your clothes, and then you just put the bag in the washing machine, and the guppy bag will keep all the microfibers so you can dispose it in the right way so it doesn't end up in the ocean. Number 6 is to use the Ecosia web browser. For every 45 searches you make, the company will plant 1 tree. I just started using it like this week while I was doing research for this video, and because of my internship, I look up a lot of stuff and I've already made 170 searches, and it's only been like 4 days, I think. So far, I have planted 3.8 trees. It's pretty cool. Number 7 is to try to stop buying from fast fashion brands. First of all, it's not good for the environment to buy from fast fashion brands, but it's also not ethical, mostly because the workers who will be making your clothes will be underpaid and working in really bad conditions. This is like the hardest one to do, I think, because fast fashion is everywhere and it feels like we always need more clothes when really we don't. The biggest thing you can do is to try to buy less. Not only will it be beneficial to the environment, but you'll save money. So what's there to lose? You can use apps or websites to know if a brand is ethical, sustainable brand, or if it's a fast fashion brand. There's a Good On You app, and then I found some website that will also be linked down below. Number 9 will be to buy secondhand clothes. If you still want to buy clothes but don't want to buy from fast fashion brands, try to go thrifting. You can buy some online, on Depop, on Vinted. There's ThredUp in the US. You can go to thrift stores or charity shops in the UK. Organize a clothes swap at your school or your university. So last year at my uni, the Fashion Society organized a clothes swap. So basically how it worked is they set up donation bins everywhere on campus, and you can go and donate clothes that you didn't want anymore. You put them in the bag and then you wrote your name and then how many clothes you gave. And then at the event, they wrote down everyone who donated clothes and how many, and that amount of clothes that you gave, you could take from the stand. Number 10 is to make your clothes last longer. Learn how to sew maybe. If you have a shirt and there's a hole in it, instead of maybe getting rid of it, try to watch a tutorial on YouTube on how to fix it. Like honestly, sewing is not that hard. If I can do it, you can do it, honestly. Number 11 is to avoid polyester fabrics with clothes, because polyester is basically plastic. Yeah, I'm reading this off a website, but it's basically made of a chemical reaction between coal, petroleum, air, and water. So it's derived from non-renewable resources, and it yields a high carbon footprint and significant byproducts. So really, polyester isn't really a sustainable fabric. But yeah, try to avoid like the unsustainable fabrics and try to buy from sustainable brands that use sustainable fabrics. Number 12 is to try to avoid single-use plastic. I think everybody has heard that at least once. Try to avoid takeout, cups, straws, bags, like bring your own of everything so you don't have to use single-use plastic. Number 13 is to get a makeup remover cloth and a reusable cotton bud. The makeup remover cloth, I have one. It's so nice. You basically just have to put it underwater and then use it over your face, and it removes makeup. If you want, you could put on some coconut oil or some makeup remover on it if you want it to work better, but I think water works fine. I know Tala is selling some. I bought mine at Booths like last year, I think. And then the reusable cotton bud, I got one for Christmas from my sister, and it's honestly pretty great. I'll link the one I have down below. Number 14 is to make your own toothpaste, detergent, deodorant, soap. Like there's so many recipes online. If you like making DIYs, why not just take an afternoon and just make a bunch of those? I'm definitely gonna do that in the future, not right now because I have all those things right now and I want to use them before I try making some, you know. Number 15 is to use bamboo toothbrushes, a bamboo hairbrush. If you're using a plastic toothbrush right now, use it to its full extent and then maybe swap to a bamboo toothbrush when you have to get rid of your plastic toothbrush. Like, make those changes slowly. Like, don't go all out and then buy everything all at once when you're not done using all of your plastic items. But once you're done using all those plastic items, maybe try to go for more sustainable items. Number 16 is for girls. Try to use a menstrual cup or a period underwear instead of tampons and pads. Number 17 is to try to avoid buying from Amazon. Try to prioritize buying in a physical store rather than online, because the transport creates gas emissions basically, whereas if you go to a physical store there's less gas emissions. Number 18 is to try to buy local, especially local fruits and vegetables, and in season. Support your local farmers, go to the farmers market. Number 19 is, if you like reading, don't buy books all the time. Like, just borrow them from the library. It will cost you less than actually buying a physical book. 20, buy a Kindle. If you don't have access to a library or you travel a lot, buying Kindle is super cool because it's small. I have mine right here. It's tiny, it's super practical, super convenient. You can read in the dark and in the sun. The battery lasts a really long time. It's insane. I think I charge it like once every like 3 or 4 weeks, maybe more, because I don't read that often. Kindle books actually cost less than actual paperback books. I think it's really cool. And also, if you have to buy like textbooks for your school or your uni, maybe try to buy the ebook version instead of the actual paperback version, or you could just buy them secondhand and then sell them back. Number 21 is to compost your food waste if you can. There's probably like a place in your city where you can dump all your compost. If you have a small balcony, you could have a little compost bin. If you have a garden, even better. Do some research on how to do it. There are a lot of blog posts on Pinterest where they teach you how to do it, or I'm sure there are a bunch of YouTube videos about it. Like, the internet is great. There's everything you ever want to know, so just look it up on there and then you're set. Number 22 is to recycle. Seems pretty obvious. Number 23 is to reuse your stuff as much as possible. Like, if you have clothes that you can't sell, you can't donate because they're too worn out, maybe make them rags for cleaning your house. Toothbrush, you can use it to clean places that are hard to reach. You can try to DIY stuff using stuff you have in your house that you don't use. Number 24 is to take cold showers instead of hot ones because it uses less energy. Like, the first few seconds are like horrible, but then it gets better. And then once you get out of the shower, if you've never tried it before, you get this really warm feeling all over your body, and it's the best thing. Also, you will probably spend less time under the shower, so you'll save water. Number 25 seems pretty obvious, is to turn off the lights when you leave a room, but I know some people who don't do that. Number 26, use a compostable phone case and a liquid screen protector. I bought mine from Pilla on Black Friday, so it was on sale. And I also got a liquid screen protector. If you can afford it, try to get one. Number 27, try to avoid using cling wrap. You can use those beeswax as cling paper. I bought some that's vegan. I still have some cling wrap, and I want to finish using it before I use my beeswax. Number 28 is to reduce your consumption of palm oil, or just avoid it altogether. Palm oil is really bad for the environment. It contributes to deforestation, greenhouse gases emissions, loss of critical habitat and biodiversity. It's just really bad for the environment, and so basically just try to avoid buying products that use palm oil. Number 29 is to strike, join climate activist groups, vote for people who actually care about the environment and will try to make a change. Just get involved as much as you can. And then last but not least is to just educate yourself on the topic. Watch documentaries, read books about sustainability, just research about different ways that you can be more eco-friendly. I don't know, by doing research you could learn a lot of things, and it could actually motivate you more to try to be more eco-friendly. So I will put a link down below again with a bunch of documentaries and like books you can read. Maybe for your New Year's resolution you could try to implement like a few of the things I mentioned into your daily life. Maybe not overnight, but gradually incorporate them in your life. I'm definitely gonna try to do more of these. I hope that in the future I can actually do all of these, and hopefully in 5 years my carbon footprint will be really small. I hope you found this video informative, that you learned something, or that it motivated you to be more eco-friendly this year. Definitely check out all the links I put down below, all the resources I put down below. I'm sure they'll help you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
If it's fine by you, I'll take the passenger seat. We can drive around to the sky and see me.